There is much excitement in the family as Charlie returns home from abroad with his best friend Kimi. Introductions are made and the family is happy to have Kimi in their midst. Luola is happy that Charlie, her brother, is home. Charlie introduces Kimi to his younger sister, Luola, and they briefly exchange pleasantries. They feasted on delicious meat pie prepared by Charlie's mother. Kimi stares at Luola unnoticed. As Toyin, Charlie's cousin, served the drinks, Luola excused herself to answer a phone call. Kimi took the opportunity to sneak on her with a plate of pie and a glass of juice. It is his strategy to start a conversation with her. That didn't last long because Luola felt awkward. Kimi apologized, excusing his behavior on how much her brother Charlie had spoken of her enough to make him feel acquainted already. Luola thanked him politely and excused herself. Kimi is awoken by his mom's excitement as she barges into his room without knocking, but not without a cause. She wants him to follow her to Abuja to visit his father. Kimi declined, having several meetings he needed to attend with his friend Charlie. That didn't sit well with his mother, so she tried a subtle blackmail on him. Sensing there's more to his mother's insistence on coming to Abuja, he succumbs to her wishes but promises to first finish his meetings before joining her in Abuja. Kimi and Luola seems to share the same faith and believe with strong devotions. Lola's mother brings up conversation about Charlie's friend. They both agreed he seems like an nice guy. We also noticed the way he looked at you, her mother added. Luola isn't sure she's interested and insists she's not looking for a relationship, but rather want to focus on serving God. Her mother advises her to be open-minded while serving God. She's excited and already fantasizing about rings and weddings. Luola is meeting her best friend Kimi in preparations for her wedding. Kimi's cousin Ejiki is back home from abroad and has a business proposal to impact and invest in Nigerians. Luola feels it's a coincidence because her brother and his friend just returned home and are planning to do the same thing. Maybe we should introduce them. They both agree. Kimi is curious to hear about Charlie's friend. Luola couldn't hide her feelings. She blushed as she describes what Kimi looks like. He's hot, really hot, she adds. Kimi and her mother are discussing the progress of her wedding. Kimi is gratifying Lola's efforts and all she does for her. Her taste and eye for beautiful stuffs. Her mother feels contrary, clearly harboring dislikes for Luola. She claims that Luola isn't a good friend. Kimi thinks Luola is cool and decides to ask for Charlie's consent to date her. Of course, I see the way you look at her, and I'm cool with it. She's special and I wouldn't think of anyone better, he replies. Kimi asked Luola for a dance at Joshua's wedding and she agreed. Lola's mother wants to know if Kimi has said anything. Luola happily told her mother about the dance. They were filled with joy and hope, already anticipating a wedding. Luola is surprised to see Kimi at the canteen where she works. She then offers him yogurt. As they sit to enjoy it together, Kimi tells Luola how he enjoys her company. He proceeds to ask her on a date, with plans on getting to know her better. They agreed for Sunday evening. Kim's mother broke the news. Atumboy Odeji has asked your father to be his running mate for vice president in the coming elections in 4 years' time. He congratulates his dad. But soon the story turns sour. They want him to marry Atumba's daughter, another, to seal the agreement. Unbelievable. Kimi thought that's ridiculous, to be the sacrificial lamb for his father's political ambitions. He clearly disagrees, but his mother insists it's just an alliance of two powerful families for mutual benefit. Kimi makes it clear that marriage and the choice of woman for him must be according to the will of God because he's a devout Christian. So he declines to play this game with them. His dad became furious, insisting he's his father and the same strategy he despises is what has gotten him through school and paid the bills around. Therefore, he must obey him. Kimi makes it clear that he loves them both but cannot be forced. He assures them that he can find a God-fearing, nice and pretty woman for himself. Kimi and his mother attends a fashion show. A young beautiful lady runs and hugs his mother. The lady introduces herself to Kimi as Wandi. Eiji Kimi, he gave his first name. Apparently, she's the designer of the collections. He compliments her work and congratulates her. Kimi and Wandi meet his mother and her cousin who happens to be Kimi's mother. They exchange pleasantries and also compliments Wandi for a well-done fashion show. "Your parent must be really proud of you," Kimi's mom commented. But Wandi quickly speaks of her mother's support and ran on how her father is too busy with politics to acknowledge her works. Kimi became curious of Wanda's identity. And of course, Wandi is Atumbiye Odaji's daughter. Kimi got upset realizing the meeting was all a setup by his mother. Kimi is on an exciting date with Luola. They've been seeing each other for a while. He expresses his feelings for her and his intentions of marrying her. Luola is thrilled as she accepts the proposal. He brings out his grandmother's necklace as a token of his love. Luola breaks the good news of her engagement to her mother. Her mother is happy for her but worried that they don't know anything about his family. But Luola is convinced that he's the one. She can feel it in her heart. Luola meets her friend Kimi. Kimi's auntie is celebrating her husband's 60th birthday and Atumba will be coming. In fact, they will be coming with their daughter and a wedding announcement will be made. Kimi fills Luola with the info. It's a coincidence Luola agrees as she also was invited for a 60th birthday party by Kimi, and she might have an announcement to make soon. Kimi was super excited for her. Luola promised to fill her in when she comes back. Kimi's father's 60th birthday celebration is on. Kimi told his mom he invited 2 friends over. His mom wants to see them, but more importantly, has a surprise cooking for him. Wandi is at the party. She comes to say hello to him. Luola and her brother Charlie arrives the party. He welcomes them and makes the introduction. Kimi's mother fishes her husband from the crowd to a corner to lament that their son has given that girl mom's necklace. It was supposed to be given to the woman he intends to marry. They are faced with a dilemma, and Atumbi is eager to make an announcement. Her husband is certainly not pleased with the turn of events, but she reassured him of her promise to make him a president and sure, she will. Luola and Kimi meets and are surprised to be in the same party. Apparently, Kimi is Kimi's cousin Eiji. Luola is a bit confused. Kimi had to quickly explain that his full name is Eiji Michuku. Kimi is worried about what's about to happen. Kimi's father makes the big announcement that his son will marry Wandi, the daughter of Atumba. It was a blow on Lola's face. Kimi's mother stepped up to embarrass Luola and call her names, accusing her of always taking other people's men. Charlie is furious and stands up to defend his sister, but Kimi's mother wouldn't stop the insults and accusations. Kimi's mother insists he gets Luola out of her house, calling her a prostitute. Luola runs out in tears and shame. Kimi runs after her with loads of apologies. They argued about his identity. He promised that he still loves her and he's the same guy. He just didn't want his identity tied to his father's name, that's why he uses his middle name. Luola insists she needs some space to figure things out. Kimi had to answer to Charlie, who is clearly angry and disappointed in what just happened. Kimi tries to explain his identity, his reasons for not using his first name, about the whole drama with Wandi, the Atumbas and his parent. Charlie didn't care. All he wants things fixed. Wandi and Kimi had a conversation. Kimi is honest about his love for Luola. They both understand it won't work. Wandi gives Kimi a friendly hug before leaving, unaware of a photographer in the corner taking shots. The pictures are all over the internet. Kimi is furious with his mother. He runs off to Lola's house to explain, but meets Lola's father, furious and ready to throw him out. Lola hears the voices and runs out to plead with her dad. Kimi gets a second with Lola and explains that it wasn't real. It was just a conversation with Wandi to discourage their parents' plan, and the hug was merely a friendly goodbye. He assures her of his love for her. The next day, Lola is kidnapped and taken to a hideout. Instructions given to the security guard to keep his mouth shut and distance from the room. Back home, everyone is sad and heartbroken about Lola's missing. Her parents are furious with Kimi and his mother, insisting that the whole problem started the day Kimi set his eyes on their daughter. Minutes later, Charlie receives a call with good news about Lola's whereabouts. Charlie and Kimi meets with the security guy who leads them to where Lola was kept. Lola looked battered. While her parents were consoling her in the hospital, Kimi went to confront his mother for kidnapping an innocent girl. His parents were sorry, and his mom confessed to only kidnapping Lola and never instructed her to be beaten. The whole idea was just to keep her until she could convince Lola to demand he leaves her alone. Kimi is angry with his parent. He demands they apologize to Lola's family or he sends the pictures out. His mother vows never to apologize to anyone for looking after her own family. His father boasts that no security agency in Nigeria can send them to jail, but Kimi assures them of the consequences from the international media will be grave, especially because Lola is a British citizen. Here comes Lola's mother, furious like a bear. She confronts Kim's mother, which leads to a fight. What kind of a mother are you? You rather see your son unhappy because of your political goals. Lola's mother vented as Kimi holds her back. Kimi meets his mother to talk. He wants to understand how she changed and became this way. He remembers her faith was what encouraged him. She used to be a strong believer and had raised him well. His mother laments on how politics is dirty and how she had plans of doing things better, but it's almost impossible, so this is what they've become. Kimi encourages his mother to turn her back on it all and return to Jesus, who's waiting to forgive her. For what will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Kim's parent asked for Lola's forgiveness and made peace with her family. His mother begins wedding plans with Lola, checking venues, testing wedding cakes, picking wedding gowns. Finally, there's a traditional wedding ceremony, then a white wedding with both families happy, and the couples lived happily ever after. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notification so you can watch more videos.